Thank you very much. I am Fahrudin Mangunjaya. I am Chairman Center for Islamic Studies at National University in Jakarta. I'm mostly working with engagement the Muslim communities from the grassroots
very
level
much.
I am Fahrudin Mangunjaya. I am Chairman Center for Islamic Studies
on
at
Islam, how
National
Islam
University in
can
Jakarta.
and
Mostly
practice
working
the daily life for
with
the
engagement
for
the Muslim communities
environmental betterment
from the grassroots
and
level
also for the action
to
the climate
the
change.
academia.
I'm here in
putting
Dubai
the theory into practice
to attend
on
the
Islam, how Islam
conference
can
of
help
parties
and
28
can be
of
practiced
United
the daily
Nations
life for
Convention
the Ummah
for the environmental
framework
betterment,
climate change,
and also for the action and the climate
70,000
change.
people coming here.
I'm here in
together to
Dubai
share our works,
to attend the conference
in
of
the
parties
grassroots,
28
our
of United
best
Nations
practices
Convention
Islam
on
and environment
as
framework
well
on
the
climate change.
how
70,000 people coming here
doing
together to
with
share
the
our works,
practicalities
our
on Islam and environment.
effort in the
Islam
grassroots,
as
our best practices
religions,
in
of course,
and
having
environment. So
as
rich
well the
resource,
how
whether it
we
is textually
been
or
doing with the
literature
practicalities
and
on Islam and
best
environment.
Islam
or
reference
reference
classically or modernity,
religions,
and we
of course,
have
having
of course
so
the
rich
Quranic text,
resource
which is
whether
teaching
it
us
is so many
textually
ayat
or
regarding how we
literature
become a Khalifa,
best
better Khalifa
or
on
reference
the earth.
classically or
And
modern. As well, we have many textual command from God, from Allah, regarding that we are as human beings to use our akal, to use our dignity, to use our activity with the grace of humility to keep the creation better as amanah. Inna aradna al-amanata ala samawati wal ard wal jibal fa'abaynaha wa asbabna minha wa hamalaha al-insan. We are an insan that embracing the amanah. So by understanding the Quran, we as Muslims should understand that we are coming to this earth, not endlessly staying on this planet Earth. We will be having a hereafter. We are responsible for our amanah, and we will be asked what is the better of you as human being for the ummah as a part of ibadah to God as we worship every day. So this principle we should understand that some rich in the Quranic text that we should understand also the revelation itself. By then we should understand also the textual and the contextual. The context we, of course, we following the Sunnah, and if we searching the Sunnah, if we don't finding it in the Sunnah, we need ulama to consult, we need ijtihad, we need a reference, as we understand that the creation itself is the ayah. Inna fi khalqis samawati wa fil ardi wa ikhtilafil layli wan nahari la ayatin li ulil albab. So it is an ayat. So it is very important to us between text and the context. Our challenge now in the global context regarding climate change is an ayat to understand that we are human beings have to evaluate ourselves to the position that we have to evaluate the human civilization, because otherwise the climates with their anomalies and the weather condition, it can be threatened to the civilization. So we need to understand the effort of the Muslim Ummah together with other civilization and humanity to understand what we should do for the better planet. That is why 70,000 people from 200 countries are gathered here in Dubai for the conference of parties to tackle how climate can be secure for the planet and for the better of humanity to live in. We are challenging with the increasing of the temperature of the planet up to 2030. The target should be below 1.5. So by that, all the states been sign an agreement. We call it the Paris Agreement, in order to reduce the emission from the danger of the thickness of the atmospheric level of emission that can be thicker than 400 part per million for equivalent of CO2. This is a challenge for us, actually, in the Muslim world, that we are so dependable with oil and gas. And we should make a transition, and this should be a consciousness that this is not easy for us also to adapt. For Muslim countries, we need to adapt, particularly in the Middle East. We need to adapt. We need also to mitigate how we then to make a transition for this global target that we commit together. So it is a hard dialogue for us. It is a hard, tough target for every country to do so. To my experience and my knowledge, that we should work not only at the academic government, but also to the grassroots level. Grassroots level is very important, as we have daily life, and everything is back to daily life as personal in the religion and culture. That is why we have now, for the first of its kind, in Dubai, we have a faith pavilion with over 300 dialogues of multi-faith people get together to share their works regarding how they participate, how they make an action on the side of their community. 1.5 project, 1.5 million project by the faith group is shared for this planet. So that is why this is not an easy work. That the faith group is participated on the grassroots level. That they are very important to be considered, and they are very important as part of this community and ummah get together. Particularly in Muslim world, we are also not taking silence. We are taking steps. We making some step for the Muslim world. For example, in 2000, 15, there is Islamic Declaration on Global Climate Change have been declared in Istanbul to announce for all the Muslims to take steps for the global climate change action and suggestion, taking the suggestion from the ulama as well as the Islamic scientists and scholars. Of course, it is very hard work to, we can say that Muslim countries as a part of 1.8 billion of human in the 7 billion in the planet. We should work together. So we are not alone as community. We are 57 countries of Islamic countries if we are counting in the OIC. We are part of the global networks. So this is not an easy task. We should go together as the humanity. We all responsible because we as nation, as individual, as networks, as company, as organization, even as faith group, as religious group, we are responsible for taking lead of ourselves, our organization, our state, or make secure of the humanity that being a legacy for the future to come, for our generation to come. So we are being asked that we are the last generation who can tackle us. The Secretary General of UN says that we are the last generation who make a better place, who can make a significant shift, whether we can tackle this climate problem or not. So they are witness for us who have a better right now commitment. Whatever commitment it is a story regarding an ant that being asked by crop bird during the burning of Prophet Ibrahim. The Prophet Ibrahim under burning of the fire, and ant coming with very small little water. And the croc say that why you bring water? And the ant say because it's small and very small, in the measurement of ant. And the ant say, this is my commitment. So whatever level you are individual, small, your contribution to tackle the climate change or for better environment, it is matter. You are being counted. As individual, even though it's as Muslim, we are as Khalifa, we will be asked for better, what are you doing when during your life? And that's what it is. And we should be doing better for this planet. And we should remember that in every Jum'ah prayer, we've been always being reminded by the Imam, by the khutbah, Inna Allaha ya'murukum bil adli wal ihsan. We ask that God command us, ya'murukum bil adli, doing justice wal ihsan, and doing good. So these two things is basic principle in the climate action. Doing other for yourself or doing other for the future to come. This planet is only one, so don't ruin. We have legacy for the future to come. Make better place that we use this planet as it is now, and the generation to come also can use the same thing. So we have to do doing good by the innovation, with our collaboration and we work for a better future for the generation to come. That book is particularly, I'm questioning as an activist, to questioning myself, because I've been more than 20 years to participate in these particular works during my professional time in the university, and then come to jump to the particular dialogues with Muslim world regarding climate change and activism in the Muslim world. It is necessary for me to answer myself what will be as an activist if I don't understand the position of the Muslim in this world regarding the ability to contribute on the professionally, and what you're doing during the dialogues and the climate or the activities regarding the environment. So I have to find the reason. I wrote in the book, I have to find the reason why I'm doing this. Through that, I'm finding with my exploration with Islam, with the dialogue with the ulama, with the dialogue with scholars, that this is necessary to Muslim to understand that they have to keeping this environment better. To that, I'm exploring the Quranic text. To that, I'm exploring so many ayat that we understand that really, really touching to us as a Muslim activist to do better. That, like I was said before, that the book in 6 chapter actually regarding the one of that chapter talking about the Islamic science. Islamic science is the terminology of the dialogues between the Muslim scientists, that they find that Islam is also talking about the science. Islam is not separated from the root of the dialogues of science and from the theoretical and practical. So by that, the Islamic science is always using or considering the Quranic revelation, the Quranic as a revelation, to look at other revelation, other ayat, which is in reality is the creation of God in another side, that this plan. So there should be no different what is in text and what is in the context. That's why we begin with iqra, which is not only reading the text as it is, but also the context. So the book is, one chapter of the book is regarding that. The second, regarding the science and human dialogues, civilization dialogues, as well the Muslim effort in greening their cities, greening their masjid, their Islamic school, and every best practices that we recorded on that. And our last chapter is regarding the importance of moralities, as we call in Islam is ahlak, which is the Prophet also remain that he come is for the ahlak of human. This is the important key that it mentioned at the book, that we have a moral crisis of tackling this crime, because the morality is talking about the policy, talking of the morality, talking about the practicality. So it is very important to us, if we embrace religiously, we should also practically have high morality. So that is why that book is have a keyword that we are Muslim, should keep our environment. We saying what we practice, and we should understand that the environment is very need a practical and as well as moral imperative. The books is also mentioned about the practical some of the Islamic teaching, how Islamic teaching being implemented on the ground, including the one chapter regarding how Islam and Islamic society practices in some countries, such as I would like to visit here the practicality of how to make masdar city. It's very important whether we have in the Muslim world, we have an intention to do best in our work. Whatever it is an effort to do good in our community and in our life. So it will be a witness in the future generation. Our planet is the only planet that is convenient to live. If this planet is ruined, we cannot find anywhere to go. Yes, you can say that there's Mars, another planet that we find. However, this is the only convenient and the only livable planet in our life. So we should working together. This is why the commitment of COP, the yearly happen, is trying to find a way out. The government have been committed to the nationally determined contribution for reducing the emission. All the states should report their contribution for reducing emission. So that is why it is important to taking this in balance. Balance is mentioned in the Quran, al-mizan. Mizan is balance in the Quran. It is very important and very significant meaning for us to be balanced. It is balanced contribution from the south, from the north to the south, and the action from the south for the north, or dialogue east and west, and should be work together. It is the key to working together and to share. That is why in order to share, we have to share our dialogues together. This huge pavilion in Dubai to share the ideas, the innovation, the works. The most important thing after this back, you have to do something in your country. You have to do something to register, to reduce the emission, to educate people, to whatever practice you can contribute to the community is very important, whatever it is. So the recommendation is easy. Practice what you preach. We are always coming here with some target, and the other target is coming. How we can practice that on the ground. That is why a small project can be beautiful than only talk, but nothing to do. That's my point. There are some example of the activities such as green mosque. They are putting the solarizing of their roof for zero energy consumption from the renewable energy. So they taking that from the sustainable energy such as panel, solar panel, etc., etc. And also in the school, we are starting to what we call tracking of eco-pesantren program, which is to make a platform for the community of pesantren, Islamic boarding school, to value themselves by self-evaluation to what level they are participating for the environment, whether in the value of curriculum, or value of energy efficiency, using their land for planting trees or organic farming or sanitation or good health, and everything that eco-sound for the school, also for the education of the student is very important. The third, we have also an involvement with the gathering with the ulama together, and we are having dialogues and scholar to create a module for the training for the cleric at the grassroots level regarding the implementation of climate change morally and ethically, so that they understand and then they can deliver their khutbah much better understanding regarding the climate change, regarding the environment. And the third, we also have some project regarding how to import the community-based action in protecting the environment. For example, our project at Center for Islamic Studies been engaging to community in closing to the national park where is the tigers still live. We should create an alternative transition, economic transition. Otherwise, they might cutting the trees, they might hunting the animal because they need their daily life. So we come with the intervention for livelihood, organic farming, or other income that might increase for sustainable of their life, either that ecotourism or other things that educate them for conservation action on the grassroots level. So many projects, many initiatives could be created in order to help people to avoid to destroy forests, for example, or to taking the animal illegally to sell it. So that by that we can make an investment. South country make an investment, for example, for conservation of the animals. So we can create project that will help the communities at the surrounding of national park, surrounding of conservation area, not to disrupt the animal. That it is very important the existence of them for keeping the ecosystem and the balance of the ecosystem. By that we remember a hadith that there is a prophet's narrative about that if someone going to a place together, it's just like they are going in one boat, a boat together. The boat have, I written that in the books, the boat have two stairs. The upstairs is the richest and the downstairs is poor. They're going to with a ship together to reach an island or to this destination. One day, this who under this under the duck is two duck, the under duck, they are thirsty because they are poor. If the one who is on the top, which is richer, don't hold the hand and giving the water to them, they will dig the ship. If they dig the ship, what happens? It will be sunk. Everyone will sunk. This is the narrative, the analogy, qiyas of this hadith regarding we are in one ship together. Rich country, poor country should do a justice. Muslim country, even rich country, should do a justice to the poor country, Muslim country as well. So we should work together because we are in community. Otherwise, what happened? Like I see in myself, they cutting forests. And we say, reduce our emission. You reduce emission here, and the North countries, they cutting forests. Whatever you reduce your emission here, they cutting the forest, it means it leakage. The carbon still going to the sky, and the atmosphere will be not balanced. So that's why we have to keep this together. So kind of this project. But it's so many challenges with us in the developing countries. Poor countries, they are still on the basic, have to help for the needy, for the daily life. Finally, I said for WMCC community, we should understand that we pray every day, we have 17 times to worship God with Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. It praise, worship God who creates this alam. We thank God to create alam. What happened with us? We are not keeping this alam as it is. 17 times. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. It's a wajib in the salat. 17 rakat, 17 al-Fatiha we should recite. So this is important for us, that we are worshipping God who created this alam. This is now threatened by the civilization of human and humanity. Thank you.